Welcome to the Bass and Brews podcast, your weekly distraction from other high-quality podcasts. And now, your host, Alex from Swamp Rat Fishing, and the co-hostess with the mostest, the Jabberhammer, Paul Roberts.
There it is. Man.
Hey, real quick before we get started, I had somebody tell me I interrupted Alex too much. So tonight, I'm going to interrupt him the same amount, and I'm going to interrupt all of our guests all night too.
That's perfect. Wait, who told you that you interrupt too much?
No, you don't need to worry about it.
Name names.
I'm handling.
Anyways, thanks for that.
We
opening.
are going to have a good ass time.
That was perfect.
All right. This week's episode, we've got the three amigos, the owners, operators of HOOKSET HOODLUMS on the show. We've got all three. We've got Andrew, reeling in life. We've got Ken, the real Ken, not the robot Ken, underwater robberies.
This is for Wild Bill Fishing. We have
Wild Bill Fishing.
From the streets of Philadelphia.
Hello.
Tom Hanks.
Oh, Philadelphia.
AKA Wild Bill Fishing.
Did you say Philadelphia?
Philadelphia.
I bit the fuck out of my tongue, so it's hard to use my tongue to talk more than it usually is. So who knows what the hell might come out my mouth tonight.
And then even to the point where Paul said he might not be able to do the show at all.
I did not. You just can't read.
You did.
Your reading comprehension sucks.
No, you bum. Anyways,
I
didn't know if he was going to show up. No, it was not.
English.
I didn't know if he was going to show up, so we actually have a special guest and bringing in. Thanks for the beer.
Mm-hmm.
You guys hear us?
No.
Yeah. We got Amandy on the show today.
Oh, you did
Hello,
show up.
Mandy.
Hi. Okay.
Hello.
So I know Paul.
Yeah.
Of course. So is that Lego Beard?
Yep, that's Lego Beard Andrew. Yep.
Oh gosh.
Who?
You're the runner.
No.
Yep, that's Tom Hanks from Philadelphia. Yes.
Yeah.
Original.
You're the rich one.
Yes. Ken is the rich one.
Ken is the rich one. Yeah. They're both rich.
Well, Ken actually has a flotilla of pontoon boats.
I heard Andrew has a boat too.
Does he?
I heard.
Who has a boat?
Read it on Reddit.
You read it on Reddit?
Yeah.
All right. So anyways, we figured we'd introduce, we've got all three. We've never had all three on. We've had Wild Bill on the show before. He's come in as a guest, got roasted. I think that was like episode 3.
Yeah.
And
That's what I thought. When you said we have a surprise guest, I was like, not a fucking again. I thought it was just going to be people just coming in. You suck. You're stupid. You're fucking.
You suck. You're stupid. Oh my God.
I know. I don't know.
But then you came back as a guest host with Lambert, and you proceeded to fanboy that whole episode more than I fanboy Alex Rudd. So
you're kidding me. You're talking about my best friend Ryan Lambert. How could I fanboy my BFF?
He's the best friend he never knew he had. You are.
But you know what? It worked out. It worked out just fine.
Uh-huh.
So we're happy to have all three of you. Again, we've got Andrew, Ken, and Wild Bill here. And how about we go with Andrew? Why don't you tell us about how you guys...
Whoa. We can't talk about the fishing tournament I participated in this weekend. National tournament.
Paul, real quick. Paul, nobody
running this show.
Nobody fucking cares about us fishing. That's not why they listen to the show.
But I got to meet and man hug the shit out of quite a few of our listeners, and I've got some other people that
listen. I told you nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares.
See, Alex kicked me off, but I can kick him off because I got the same kinds of damn power he got. But anyway, yeah, down to Hobie's Santee. It was a wonderful time camping. Shout out to old Bailey Egbert from Sears Angler for letting me put up my hammock at the tent campground. We got to hang out, have a good time, meet a bunch of people, and that was the highlight of the week because I didn't catch fucking fish, and it was the shittiest, most unfun fucking tournament I've ever fished before in my entire life. Fuck Santee.
Well, listen, I know you didn't catch a lot of fish, but you had
Nye.
ton of bites, though, right? You had a ton of
No,
bites.
none. I didn't get shit. I felt lost the whole time. I probably would have had a better chance of getting a bite if I just, hung a lure off my kayak and let the wind blow me around in circles.
Well, that's great. Can I move on to the show, Paul, or do you have any more?
Hold on. You met Ryan Nye though in person in the flesh.
I got the man hug the shit out of Ryan Nye for sure, and somehow I missed Derek Brundle, which made me very angry.
Oh
but
man,
yeah, I got, and Ryan gave me the weirdest smile when I took the selfie with him. I was very disappointed, and I chastised him for smiling weirdly.
He's a much nicer person than most of us. He's a great dude.
Well, he smiles really shitty in pictures.
He was probably nervous.
Nervous about meeting Paul? Who the fuck is nervous about meeting Paul?
I don't know. This bearded maniac that just crawled out of a hammock just came over and grabbed me.
I did.
He rolled out, hairs everywhere, and he's like, "Y'all look!" And he's just running after him.
It really made me happy to see that picture, though.
I know he's the first HOOKSET Hoodlum member I have ever met in person. I think I'm the only one. Well, no, there's probably some other people that hadn't met them, but yeah, it was good.
So we did the expo last week at Mohegan Sun, and this guy comes up. Actually, more than one person came up, but to talk about you guys. But he goes, I love you guys, HOOKSET. I follow you guys on there. I watch the Hoodlum cast and stuff. He goes, is Swamp Rat here? Is Paul here? And I'm like, no, dude. I'm like, I wish they were. He's like, dude, I love that show, Bass and Brews. I'm like, oh man, this has gotten out of control. This whole thing has gone out of control.
If you're not gonna buy a t-shirt, keep it moving, fellas.
No, I was very happy.
Listen, whoever that was,
made my day.
You let me know. I've got a really old green underwater robberies hat, covered in grime and sweat.
Yes,
I will make sure that me and Paul sign it and send it to you.
Well, there was a few people that brought you guys up.
So, Sam, that's if you sign it, send it to me. I send it back to you. Then we send it to him. Yeah. That's going to cost like $800.
No, I've got an in with the post office.
That's what I was about to say. If we had that could put one of those, inner postal stamps on it where y'all get to send mail for free, because I know y'all have.
No, that's not a thing.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, right.
That's terrible. I'm sending
post office is a corruption at the highest level.
I'm about to
come on now.
I'm about to order somebody a bunch of mattresses and box springs up on your route.
Oh, you were a fucking asshole.
Cody sent Ken a System G bag about 3.5 years ago. We're waiting for the next Haley's Comet so that it gets delivered.
Every month he'll be like, "Hey, dude, I know I didn't send it, but just keep an eye out. I'm actually putting it in the mail today." So I'll get all that to the mode where I check every day, and it just never comes.
That's not my fault.
All right, so then that's Cody's
I have
fault,
mine though.
All right, so Andrew, how did you guys come up with doing HOOKSET Hoodlums?
How do we come up with it? Well, all of us were all working the same shift together. We had fished a couple of times, all three of us. Billy and I actually fished first. And then we started a message on our phones, and we were kind of throwing some names around, and I forgot who it was. I'm going to say Billy, because I don't want to give him all the credit, but I think it was him, came up with the HOOKSET Hoodlums, and then, we just kind of ran from there.
That was my last contribution to the company.
First and last. Yeah.
Yeah, first and only.
No, so, you put an email out tonight, so don't forget about that.
I said Friday. You guys don't fucking. What day is it? What the?
Who's the brains behind the operation? Who makes the wheels turn in this shenanigan of a apparel company?
So here's what happens. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think everybody's got a good part of it, right? Like everyone's got their strong point, and that's what makes the vehicle move.
Ugh.
I love that Bill was going to say something shitty, and then Ken said something real nice, and Bill's so mad about it.
And that he said makes the vehicle move also makes me want to fucking.
Well, he said the wheels guy. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. I gotta. This is a question from somebody that has never been in apparel, and I don't know if y'all had a background in apparel. But from my outside view looking in, having an apparel company is like having a restaurant. Like there's not a lot of money in it, and you work your ass off. And what made y'all want to start an apparel company? Because that shit seems hard as hell. I mean, you're shipping shit out, you're ordering stuff, you're making up the artwork and the logos. Like it just seems like it is a shit ton of work. And then you order a bunch of clothes and you think, man, this is it. This is great. It's like Alex's YouTube video. This is a great video. Everybody's gonna love this video. It's viral. And then you get all these shirts, you get 250 shirts in and you sell like 2 of them. Like, does that shit happen? Like, tell me about starting an apparel company, because I'm want to learn. I want to understand, because it seems like it's a fuck ton of work.
I'm not sure if this is
the not real Ken. If anybody hadn't seen my name,
call me to answer, or can I just talk?
Yes, you can raise your hand and then I will select you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Underwater Robberies has the floor.
Thank you. Piggybacking.
So anyway, I just started. Oh,
I'm glad you guys thought that was funny, because I am.
All right, I gotta go to bed. Listen, guys, thanks for having me on. I'm out of here.
All right, Ken, what do you got?
Go, Ken. Jesus.
Look at that sticker. Hey, it's at the bottom.
Piggybacking off of what Andrew said, we were fishing. Billy came up with the name, I think, which named our group in our text message that. And then we were fishing again, and we just kind of talked about it. We talked a little bit more about like fishing and how the name was cool. And then I think someone said, oh, we should try to make a logo. So we made a logo, and then we're like, oh, we should put that on a couple of shirts for ourselves. And then it just snowballed from there, right? Like we wore them, people started commenting on them. They liked them, and we made something else, and then it just kind of kept going. As far as ordering a lot of products and then not being able to sell them, which is very difficult, that's never happened to us. We're fully profitable, firing on all cylinders.
Right. Please, guys, buy this shirt. We got fucking 900 of them.
Oh, don't worry, Bill. Don't worry. I brought one just to make sure.
Oh, yeah. You can't put dates on shirts because they tend to not sell, 8 years later.
Yeah, well,
unless you do a classic run.
Yeah, we made the shirt.
Vintage.
We started the company, guy.
Yeah. All right, who came up with the idea of the underwater? So for me, I was first introduced to you guys. I kept seeing this green hat with this patch that said, everybody sees me wear it all the time now, but it said Underwater Robberies, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, I was instantly drawn to that hat. Who came up with that one? I'm sure it was Bill.
Yeah, another thing I thought of. No, I didn't. Ken did, right?
Okay. Ken did. Yep.
Yeah, and I'll be honest about that. That was our hat where I was tired of seeing everybody wear the one fucking Mega Bass hat.
Boot him off. Boot him off. Boot him off. Boot him off. Get him off of here.
And I said.
Only Alex and I can interrupt people, Wild Bill. This is not your show.
And I said I'd like to make a hat that rivals that, because everybody in the world was wearing that hat, and I'm like, I just like to make a cool design or a hat that rivals that, where that hat starts. So we put time and effort into that one, and that's just what came out.
I mean, that hat has got to be iconic for you guys, I think, and that's the one I get asked about the most when I wear it. Like, that's the one that grabs most people's attention. Not say the other stuff isn't great, because it is, but that's like the one who I know got me and a bunch of other people into this cult of Hookset.
Yeah, that was my first one, except mine was the navy blue one.
Yep.
There may be a new color coming very soon.
That is definitely our number one hat.
Is it Baston Brews yellow? Because that would be awesome.
No,
I like that idea though.
No,
Alex, we'll make our own. We'll make our own.
when I thought about like color scheme for the show, I
Bluetooth
probably
disconnected.
shouldn't have done piss yellow because it's really hard to match it with a lot of things.
Hey, at least if your piss is Bass and Brews yellow, that means you're well hydrated.
No, it doesn't.
No, that's the opposite.
No, you don't want it that yellow. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, it needs
You
to have
want
a
more.
little bit of
You
yellow.
want more Crusher yellow to clear, if anything.
If I'm peeing Crusher yellow, which is neon yellow, highlighter yellow, I look like a fucking 260-pound fat ass highlight. When I walk around in my Crusher shirt, I look like an extra wide highlighter. You know the Magnum Sharpies with the big ass damn square end of it.
She does.
Yeah, that's what I look like. Yeah, I don't think your wife knows anything about a Magnum. Nothing in there.
I was gone for a year.
Maybe I do know something about
There
it.
it is.
Oh Lord! All right, 16 minutes in, and we got dildo jokes. I'm telling you what.
Well, to piggyback off of that, so I think what made you guys great though is you guys do center on building like a community around the brand, which I think a lot of companies attempt to do that, but you guys like excel at that, and you guys have like definitely hammered that home. And like we love repping your shit no matter what, right? I mean, me and Paul are both pro staff members, but
Yes, because it's all over the fucking house.
man, she's angry about that too. But yeah, no, like, but the way you guys have built a community amongst the people that wear your gear is like, I think it's fucking awesome. Me and Paul both love being hoodlums. It's great, but then the insight that you guys give on social media, like all that stuff, you guys hit it on all cylinders. When a lot of small businesses really, they think they're doing a good job because they stole like a Canva fucking preset and then they throw something in it and they're like, oh look, we're an eggy brand. And yeah, you guys don't do that. You guys do it the right way.
I myself, prior to HOOKSET, like I see some of these brands, doesn't matter what brand, but like that I really like. I like some of their stuff. I buy their stuff, and I don't know. This seems more like that, right? Like a lot of companies come off, especially in fishing. I think come off like it's a club, like it's a fishing club, like it's a team and all that. But when you like do a pro staff or something like that, that's why I like pro staff thing. It's like such a common joke. It's like, okay, here's this, and then like, oh, but the account doesn't even follow me. I get a discount. The account they don't even follow me, or they don't know who I am or anything. Yeah. So it's more of just getting like another customer, which it feels like it makes you turned off to the brand. Where ours, I mean, if we never made another shirt, we'd still have HOOKSET Hoodlums. We'd never made another product, we'd still have the team. So I at least that's the way I look at it. I mean, like, again, like we get together because we're local, right? So we get together with all of these guys, but these are like the only people I have social media for to talk to. Is like the guys, you guys, and the guys that we know through the brand.
That's not true. You also have social media to post your stupid fucking running videos.
Yeah, well,
your running videos are dumb. I hope you're proud of yourself, skinny bitch.
I am a little bit, but
skinnier.
That's another venture that I'm working with my buddy's company, and that's why I'm here. That's why I brought you guys here today. So we're going to talk about. I just pulled this shirt off. I have another one on.
Hey, who does the artwork? Who's the artiste?
Kenny.
Are you left-handed?
No.
Wow.
No, sir.
A non-artist. That's artist that's not left-handed. That's interesting.
I would say I'm not an artist by any means. Bill's actually an artist. I would just say I can figure out a way to be creative with the computer. Like I'm creative more than I'm an artist.
Oh, so you do the like the CAD work, the shit on the computer to make it where y'all can get that shit printed.
I design it. I put it on like Andrew or Billy will give me an idea, say this is what we want to look like, and I'll go to work and I'll come up with it.
Perfectionist as well.
That's good. Hey, for the rest of the show, Bill, I know we don't have a lot of people that watch it on YouTube, but if like we get it, you fucking drink water. If you could ease up off the 9-gallon fucking water,
dude. No, that's Bud Light. I recently just started drinking Bud Light 2 days ago.
Oh, did you? Oh, that's good.
It's not as good as White Claw Surges. Not as good as White Claw Surges.
Paul, do you
Anyway.
know what's going on with Bud Light?
Enough, dude. This is not that type of show.
Hey,
Yeah, this isn't Bates and Bourbon.
Yeah.
We gotta have Steve-O back on an episode, and
No, we don't.
Be the ASMR.
No, we can't have Steve-O on here.
Go look at our YouTube channel. I had to take away 62 videos from our channel. It's a big mistake.
Remember when he fell asleep on air?
Which time? It's happened like
we were in
the
middle of a show and he just fell asleep.
He slept for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, he was out. My favorite's that, and then the episode where he was just eating popcorn the whole fucking time into the mic.
Yeah.
Steve-O, I love you, man. You are a true professional in the content.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey, what made y'all want to start the pro staff and like the little HOOKSET Hoodlums group, where you bring all, our dumbasses in there and create that? What made you want to do the pro staff stuff? Does that actually help with sales? Do y'all track that? Are you looking for people that can push some product?
So this is the way, and it could be different for those guys, but the way I look at it, and I know there's been a lot of pro staff stuff going around. I've heard Alex talking about it with on TikTok. I think Tactical Fishing put a thing out about it. It's pro staff, right? But realistically, we people that are supposed to promote for you, and which everyone does, but we want to do this same thing back for them, right? So it's one of those things where we're not looking for you just to go out and try to like sell our products, because we're gonna try to sell you too. It's kind of like a platform where everybody can just get better together, a big network of people. So calling it pro staff is just the word that's used, I suppose. I'll tell you, we give a discount to the hoodlums who pro staff for us. If we could do it all over again, we wouldn't have gave such a big one, but we're right now. And I just think it makes everybody work together. That's our whole goal, is everybody work together to achieve your goals. Instead of a big company using people, we're a little company, and everybody just work together, and we'll all get big together. That's the way I look at it.
Is y'all's goal to become a big company, or do you like the footprint that you've made now and stay in?
I mean,
I know Andrew and I would like to be able to buy lunch one day.
Yeah. That was on the 2023 organizational meeting. You guys were like, listen, first thing first, I'd like to get a tuna sandwich.
We're like two kids. We just sold the t-shirt. What can we buy, Daddy? Guys, let's put it in the bank.
So
I want a half a sandwich at least. I mean,
okay, Jesus.
Take the bread off. The pro staff, the pro staff thing, we didn't really know how to go about like growing like the social media. Like none of us were I don't even know. I'm definitely not, like, I don't know, savvy with social media at all. So
I wasn't even on it in the beginning.
That's right. Yeah. So when we did
Are you
I
now?
commented on something, and Jigs and Biggs was just starting out, and he was like, oh, and then from there I was like, before thinking of pro staff, I was thinking, oh, let's promote the shit out of these guys. Bobby's actually Sean wasn't even on the show yet, but Bobby was such a good dude. You could tell just right off the bat. It's like such a nice guy and all that. And he was close to us, like an hour away. And I'm like, we promote them, they promote us, like we get along and grow together. And then we started, Joe, who had Old Glory, reached out from listening to that show with Bobby and was like, hey, we'd like to get them in the store. And then we promote Old Glory because Joe's the fucking man. And then like people would reach out, hey, what's up? And once we start fishing with people, then we're like, yeah, rep the brand, whatever. But yeah, but as far as like a pro staff, like you said, this is kind of the term that we use. But it was more about smaller accounts, all of us like growing with each other. Like, I mean, to me, nothing is cringier than like, like the girl in a bikini holding a fish and slapping her ass with the fish tail and all that stuff. And like, let's get her to represent us. Like, I think that's the stupidest fucking thing in the world. If we can't build a brand that focuses off like authenticity, if you're being a phony fuck. So, so far it's worked for everybody. As far as tracking, yeah, because you have like a promo code, right? But I think the one that's repeated is like when my family buys stuff, they use Joel's name. So I think as far as like continue it, like,
Joel's killing it. He's killing it numbers.
yeah, like my mom's like, "What's Joel's thing again?" I'm like, you know.
Hey, real quick, I'm going to interrupt this segment to say that I bought my wife this grip stick, which is to clean fur off of.
I heard about this on the last
furniture.
episode.
Yeah, furniture and the floor and shit. Not only has she not taken the damn wrapper off the actual grip stick, she put it out here in the fucking garage. That's
where she puts everything she loves.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah, Wild Bill. Sure. That's why
I'm in the basement.
That's why my kayak's out here and all my shit's out here and I'm out here.
No. You got it wrong, but it's not love. It's the other one.
Hey, that's why both of my vintage lazy boys from the 70s are out here because she loves them.
So she has 3 lazy boys
down here, Paul.
I can't. Are you in a chair, Bill? I can't see it.
Camouflage. Yeah, you blend it into your wall.
Amanda had a question. Go for it, Amanda.
Amandy.
You're on air. This isn't edited.
But I'm trying to remember what my question was.
Oh my God, what a fucking failure.
I've been going through it really fast, so I just kind of just
holy shit, she's holding up a fifth of some kind of clear liquid. I think it's moonshine.
It's not a fifth.
Cheap potato vodka. Polish vodka, right? Yeah. Polish potato vodka. And a little thing to mix it with.
Yeah, we are
functioning alcoholic.
No, I was going to say a healthy couple and parenting duo, but functioning alcoholics works too.
Hey, on the fishing side, do y'all actually fish still? Do we get out? Because Wild Bill last couple of years was out there. I mean, dragging shit through the woods and fishing. Because for folks that are listening, don't know, all these guys are up in New England, Northeast, whatever the hell y'all call it, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Jersey. They're all the same place, right?
No.
Yeah.
What?
No.
Everywhere except New Jersey.
Don't they all touch?
No.
Aren't they like the pecker and balls? They all up there in the same area touching.
Yes.
We're New England.
New England. Yes.
But what kind of fishing do y'all get into? Because I know y'all, so I know y'all fish mainly in the summertime because can't do a lot up there in the winter. What kind of fishing are y'all mainly doing? Are y'all bass fishing? Or are we doing multi-species? What are y'all doing on the fishing side?
So usually for me, early on, in the spring, it would be in the rivers waiting for trout, salmon, whatever's available, and then summer it's all bass, and then fall also.
Yeah, same. Winter to early spring, I'm trout fishing, and then we switch over to bass and catfish and all the good stuff.
Are there trout and salmon y'all are catching in the spring, or like they the big ones? Do you keep them and eat them, or are they just little fun fish?
They're smaller. I usually, for the first, I think weekend I'm out or so, I'll keep maybe one, and I'll eat it, but that's really it.
The not real Ken, you're just sitting there not talking. You look all mean. I got to throw something at me.
I thought Billy was going to get into talking because he does a lot of catfishing where he eats them, and sometimes he goes out for panfish and makes tacos out of that. I just like the bass fish, and I didn't do a lot of it last year. I would like to do a bit of it more this year. Rumor is that Andrew Lego Beard has a boat. I don't know if it's true. If he does, I'd like to get on it this spring, and I'm excited about it.
I do have one, yes.
Oh wow!
What kind of boat do you have, Andrew?
I have a 1988. I think it's an 18-foot bass tracker.
Okay.
It was.
Wow, I'm gonna call bullshit.
It was. I got it from a neighbor at my lake house. He had it sitting out for a while. And I had to do some repods on it last year. I got it all set up at the end of summer. I had it out. I fished a lot. I offered it a lot, but these guys always said no. And
dude, Billy only started running because he had nothing to do on like nice warm days.
I would ask him always. I would ask both of you guys all the time.
You know what? I thought Amanda was out of line saying that comment to Andrew, but she might fucking be right. And this might be bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah.
He would ask us to go fishing on his boat. I swear to God, he's right about that. He would say, "Hey, I'm leaving in 10 minutes. I'm going to go out for an hour. If you guys want to meet me." We're like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? We have families.
Take them with you. Take them with you, Wild Bill.
Exactly.
It's an 18-footer. You can fit at least 12 people on there.
That's a 1988. That thing's built with just iron. It's not even fiberglass at that point.
Yeah, barely floats.
Oh, it's all aluminum.
Oh.
Still gonna call bullshit.
All right.
Yeah, me too. I saw one video of him jumping in it, and it was filled with snow. So
that's pretty neat that he jumped in it filled with snow and didn't bust his ass because aluminum and snow. Woo!
I fell.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, yes, there we go.
All right, I got a question. Since Ken does most of the designs, I guess like if something came to mind where you're like, this is going to be a rad idea, and you you put up your prototype, you send it to the boys, and they're like, "Hey Ken, are you day drinking? Because this is fucking garbage." Has that ever happened?
Alex, did you just say rad? Like it's 1987. You were like 4 years old.
You know he did a kickflip last year, you idiot. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's the picture of him midair before the skateboard went up his
Yo, that thing fucked my back up for months when I
Oh yeah, dude.
But yeah, have you ever come up with something? And
I'm just trying to remember the question now because I'm tired of being interrupted by Paul. What'd you say?
All your bullshit designs that we don't allow to get onto clothing.
Well, I've had some rad and electric designs, I'll tell you. Yeah, they're never going to go away. I'm going to start sneaking them in because these guys are not going to know. No, but
they're not going to. How are they going to know?
Actually, I put this guy out, the hat that we're wearing, the bass knuckles, I like to call it, and we looked at that a while back. It wasn't a big thing, and then I showed it to him again a couple months later. Like they don't even look at that. They never saw it. They were like, "That's awesome." I'm like, "I showed it to you 6 months ago. You didn't like it." "Oh, I didn't see it." Andrew asked me for our original logo the other night. I almost fucking snapped
yesterday. Hey, do you have a graphic? Do you have a graphic of our original logo? He goes, what did you say? I want to set my house on fire or something.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Wait. So
hold up. Why did you want to set your house? Tell us why you lost your shit over him asking that.
All right. So these guys will they'll want a logo. So I'll put it in a text message as a PNG and I'll send it to them. A week will go by and they'll be like, "Hey, can I get that again?" No, dude. Go back into the text message and just download it, and then save it. Keep it. You're owner of the company. Have the logo. And then Billy will call me and be like, "Hey, some kid down in North Carolina wants the logo." Just send it to him, dude. Stop asking me.
Bill's like, "No, my job's the pro staff manager. You do the graphic."
Anyways, here's a story. About a year and a half ago, I really wanted to do a PVC patch. These guys would either ignore me.
This kid's on energy drinks tonight.
Dude, he's all hopped up, Bill.
These guys would either
he's bringing up the PVC patch.
Yeah, dude, either ignore me or like they would pretend like they didn't know what was going on. They would just keep it moving, and I'd be like, "Hey guys, PVC patch would be really cool. We'll do it like this," and they'd be like, "I don't know what you're talking." For a year, and then I gave up. I
didn't know what you were talking about.
I explained. I showed you one. Then I gave up on it, right?
It's a pipe. PVC is a pipe. Dude,
a year later, somebody walks by with a PVC patch. They both fall in love with it. Like that's I can't even get into it.
Like, that sounds like a great idea, actually.
Yeah, thanks, man. We're working on it.
It sounds like Ken It sounds like Ken is the forward thinking. He's the Albert Einstein
it's funny
of
that you say
Hookset
that.
Hoodlums. And you other two bastards are down there dragging him down to your level of lethargy and behind the times bullshit. I didn't know this. Ken, I'm sorry. I used to give you the most shit out of all these people besides the guy that nobody knows, KKA
I
Andrew.
agree with you, Paul. It does sound like that.
This ain't your podcast. Don't interrupt me.
It does sound like that.
Out of you.
Because he's the one telling it.
But I believe him. I don't. You two could talk at the same time. You and Andrew. I don't believe y'all. I think y'all are fucking with Ken's creativity and you're holding him back. And if y'all would just give him free range to do the artwork and make the shirts and the hats.
I just want sweatpants.
Ooh, with pockets or no pockets?
Oh, yeah,
yes,
with PVC. With PVC.
With PVC logo.
Do you have cargo pockets? Cargo pockets?
Sweatpants.
No.
Andrew ordered himself a pair of sweatpants for Hookset Hoodlums 2 years ago, and they haven't come in. So unless Daddy gets involved, he's not getting them. I don't know what to tell you because I talked to our shop. They're like, Andrew was talking about sweatpants. I'm like, yeah.
Dude, you better not be going behind our backs trying to order sweatpants.
He did like about 2 years ago. But
speaking of sweatpants in shops, what's the average age of kids who make your apparel?
8.
Listen, there was a lot of mean talk, and I want to be honest about actually why we had you guys here. Ken texted me, and he said this is his coming out party. It's no longer Hookset Hoodlums. Finally. It's now just Hookset Hoodlum because you both are fired, and it's just Ken.
No way, no way. Couldn't do it without
who mails all the shit out?
Andrew.
I do.
But I don't like where this is all going.
Wait, hold on. All right. If Andrew mails everything out,
I'm just kidding. That was a Billy joke.
You guys,
Ken's creative. Ken's creative. Andrew is the muscle.
It also seems like
he's
Ken
the laborer,
the money guy too, because he's the rich guy.
He is the money guy.
Yeah, we know it's not Bill.
Andrew
is the panel in the back.
Andrew is the accountant.
Yeah. Oh, Andrew's the accountant. That makes sense. Okay, so.
He's told us we've had $3,000 in our account since the beginning of time. It never.
Best accountant ever. He's like, you got $3,000.
He's like, I'm on a new boat, fellas. It's $3,000 still. You know what
I mean? Since then, I've moved. I got a bigger house. I got new vehicles. I have a boat.
Well, you had to get a bigger house to store all the shit all the boxes and all the bags and.
Yeah,
I mean, all the clothing that I'm sure. Like, does your wife just fold clothes all day long to ship out?
No, I do. I do all that stuff.
I could tell Andrew because the shirt that I got that came in wasn't folded. It was just rolled up. No, it was just rolled with a rubber band.
That's that's our new.
Yeah. He gave up on the folding.
The newest one, yeah.
Yeah, the newest one's just rolled up with a rubber band. Like, throw that shit in the box, it'll be fine.
Did he tie the rubber band into a knot, like he's reusing them, or was it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, send that back. I need that.
Any more rubber bands? I got a whole bag full of them here.
It's a federal offense.
So we've gotten
I'm
to
stealing rubber bands from the post office.
That is. So we've gotten that Andrew handles shipping. Ken handles creative. Andrew also is the accountant, holding that $3,000 balance no matter what. And Wild Bill. So what are you? What would you say you do here?
I was truthfully hoping we wouldn't break it down like this, but
well, because you used to be the social media guy, but now all you do is run.
And I'll tell you this: I tried to delete my social media a few months ago, and Ken told me not to. Told me I absolutely could not do it. So,
Good.
what do I do?
I'll answer one of Billy's very strong points.
Go
Billy
ahead.
is incredible at
at
starting and keeping relationships and keeping in touch with people. And something I would never be able to do, to be honest with you. On all fronts.
All I do is I know everybody's name when we see them in public.
We'll work with a guy who couldn't make it in the job, 6 years ago. Nobody even knew his name. Billy's like, yeah, I talked to him the other day. He's doing great. Like, he's very good at keeping up with people and, I mean, relationships and forming relationships and stuff. I think it's phenomenal.
Thank you. Yeah.
I thought you were going to be mean, but that is you're right on point with that, and you're right, and that's super important too. I mean, being that people person that can remember names, and
now I kind of feel like a jerk.
Yeah, I don't
either. But
because that's the fun out of everything.
More, I'll be honest.
Out of all the work, that's the fun job. Like that's the fun shit. That's not even work. That's just good times.
Early on, I did a lot more networking. Like I said, with Bobby, with Joe, with talking to Frankie with Slay Nation, which has been a huge thing, huge partnership, which I think will continue to be, which I think will continue to benefit both of us, Slay Nation and HOOKSET, because that brand is only going to explode, in my opinion. So, but now I try to talk to the as least amount of people as possible. And forget as many names as I can.
You turned into a running recluse.
Well, also,
that's got to be the new shirt. It's got to be Tom Hanks from Philadelphia, and it just says at the top, the running recluse.
Coincidentally, the companies, I know the sales have done a lot better. I know Andrew bought a house and a boat. But I actually lost my car and I have to run everywhere now. So
that's why I built a kayak fish that makes it heavy to run with.
Hey, have y'all ever had any like knockdown, drag out? Because y'all are all close to each other, right? You can meet in person. Have y'all ever had any knockdown, drag out, either over the phone, over text, or in person?
You trying to destroy us on this show? Like, what's going on here?
What happened?
You're trying to destroy us on this show?
No, but we look. You come on this podcast, we diving down into the nitty gritty. I'm over here bit my damn tongue off and can barely fucking talk. And I'm over here. I want to know what I want to fucking know. I want to know the dirt and the gold.
Let me handle this. We definitely argue, but never like anything prolonged, right? Like typically, I think men get over shit pretty quick,
except for a PVC patch.
No, we're working on
going on a year now.
That's just a cool
and
story, I guess.
also we are, we have, like, everybody has a lot of shit going on in their life, and our jobs are very stressful, and it doesn't take much for one of us to tell the other one to go fuck themselves, for sure.
Who's the first one to cuss at the other two?
Billy and I have gotten into the most arguments. All right, you happy now?
And I definitely explode first.
But I will say this: most of those, not a good portion of those arguments, are through text message, and a lot of it's miscommunication because of text message rather than.
There we go. Lost in translation.
Yeah, they don't last.
Also, I am a fucking master at needling. I will say that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I don't even do it to these guys that much, but I
like
want to
sewing.
Well, like today, I sent a couple pictures. I sent a couple pictures of like prodding, like
damn.
That's
like y'all got Billy over there sewing the patches on the hats.
That's why Billy. That's why Bill didn't want the PVC patch. He couldn't figure out how to fucking sew.
I can't do this. I did a 3-day exploratory in plumbing, and when I was in tech school, I can't make PVC hats. That was a wordy one, but thank you.
Hey, honey, get some hot glue sticks from the Hobby Lobby. I need 8,000.
Do you know what the only response that would be? Do not call me honey and stop talking to me. But no, we don't actually fight ever. No, couple little fucking debates.
Hey, some of that internal argument though was good stuff. That's how shit gets done. I mean,
we always produce. It's always productive if we disagree, because then we get it out.
We're very similar in a lot of ways too, which is what leads to a lot of things.
Minus weight.
Huh?
Show.
Minus weight. Man, you can't take fat jokes, Paul. You're the fattest one in this chat.
Just so you know, dude.
I'll tell you right now, just so you know, This kid fucking hates your guts right now that you just said that.
I did grow up with an eating disorder, so I appreciate you just striking me back into.
I'll tell you right now. Oh, we're joking, we're laughing. Tomorrow he's like, "What the fuck is Paul's problem, huh?"
Look, hey, you grew up with an eating disorder and you overcame it. I am an adult with an eating disorder, and the only way that I get by is eating more. So congratulations.
I overcame it. I was in great shape. I lived a lot of my life like that. And then at some point it just clicked back into, hey, you're supposed to be fat. So here we are. You know, I like to say that my dad bod just slipped into a fat bod. I didn't even know it was coming. You know what I mean?
Somebody told him that.
Ken, let me tell you something.
Motherfucker.
At the expo, he goes, all right. He goes, we got a dad bod. We just got to embrace it. The guy goes, we don't have dad bods. We're fat. And I was like, no, that guy just made the shit list.
He tried to buy a hat. Ken's like, no hat for you.
Yeah, literally. The guy walked away. Ken's like, what's his fucking problem?
Life gets tough. I'll put it to you that way. You know?
Hey, you ain't telling me, Bo. When we started this show, I was like 228 pounds. I didn't weigh myself here recently, but after this weekend, I bet I'm 258.
Paul,
and Alex hadn't grown an inch shorter yet. That's some fucked up bullshit right there.
You're self-deprecating, and I don't
tiny
like it.
2 legs.
Tiny 2 legs is still smaller than your fat ass. So.
Yeah, this is not where we wanted this show to go, guys.
Oh no. This show goes to, obviously, Bill, you haven't been listening to Bass and Brews while you're
I'm really I wish I didn't want Ken to have to do
you son of a bitch. You changed my name to Tiny 2 Legs.
Tiny 2 Legs.
Fucking cyberbully. You cyberbully.
Hey, look, y'all, HOOKSET HOODLUMS guys, we told you we were gonna, Alex told you specifically that we're going to do, we're going to talk, and then after a little bit, we're going to get straight into the Bass and Brews bullshit. And so if we ain't going, well, Alex, what did you say last week? We are going to be the #1 fishing show that never fucking talks about fishing in the year 2023.
So it's really funny. I put a poll up on YouTube a couple days ago, and I asked, like, what's the best fishing podcast? And I had a couple podcasts, and it was a cheap way to get our name out there, right? Because the only correct answer was Bass and Brews, obviously. Sure. But Kayak Bass Nation put a comment, and they're like, basically, like, what the fuck? You didn't include us on that list. And I was like, oh shit, you guys are the OG. And he goes, oh wait, never mind. You said fishing podcast. What does that say?
I want to know what Ken's texting Bill that Bill's over
there laughing. Gonna tell you, baby. I'm so glad you asked.
But so he put on there, I don't consider you guys a fishing show. I consider you a variety show. I was like,
that's pretty funny.
I'll take that as a compliment. He goes, no, absolutely, it is. I was like, all right, I guess.
I don't know if it's a compliment, but it is pretty funny.
Well, hey, that's why when we actually have a real fishing person on here that talks fishing, those episodes do so good because people are like, oh shit, fuck, damn fishing once every 6 weeks. All right, so tell us what Ken sent you, Bill, since he apparently won't say it. He's got to relay the information through you.
He's
verbatim.
Said, are they gonna? All right. They gonna ask me about my doctor's visit next. So I think the only answer to that, the only next step is you should probably ask him about his doctor's visits.
Well, I didn't even know you went to the doctor. So if you hadn't have brought that up, then we would never have asked. But now
it's not anymore because when I was 24 years old, something happened. Okay.
Dude, this is not. This is bad.
Who's 24 years old and has to get checked there?
Well, nobody. I don't think you needed to.
What'd you get? Gonorrhea?
Dr. Big Knuckles.
Oh, you can still get that in the butthole.
You can't get gonorrhea in the butthole.
Why not?
That's not how it works, babe.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't have one.
Alex, how
you don't have a butthole?
Alex, how do you know?
I thought it was like, wait,
Alex, how do you know?
He's like, I had it everywhere. You can't get it in the
butthole. Yeah, I don't know if I'm able to violate HIPAA or anything, but two separate doctors or two separate visits. where at some point, I don't want to say I don't want to say you were asking for it, but if it's two separate doctors,
wait, 9 years old. Then I just stopped going. Then I was forced to go.
Yeah. But why were you wearing cologne?
If you can't beat them, just prepare. So I prepared.
Why does your ass have glitter on it?
Hey, I think Ken and I are the oldest ones in here.
Yeah.
And
you're gonna fucking make this kid go crazy tonight.
This scares the
this
scares the fuck out of me because I'm pretty sure I probably need to be going to see Dr. Knuckles at some point too at the age of 41. I think I'm at the threshold of when certain things need to get checked.
Wait, you're 41?
Yeah. I'm young for my age.
I really thought you were gonna be older than me.
See, there you go.
Hold on, let me show the people I still have brown hair though.
But look, I have no gray on my head.
Oh, congratulations, dude.
Hey, but for some reason my nipple hair is gray. It makes no sense.
That's dried up something else. But 50 years old is when you gotta go. 50.
Hey, but here's the thing. This is important. 45. This is important. This is a PSA from Bass and Brews.
Yeah.
Get yourself checked when you need to get checked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My fucking dentist. Hey, let me tell you something. My dentist started taking my blood pressure before they clean my teeth.
Oh yeah, my buddy got sent home.
Oh, I'm like, what? No, we ain't doing this. I'm said, do you understand? I have not slept in 2 days, and I have anxiety out the roof about being here right now. Yes, my blood pressure is going to be high because I don't fucking be here.
I thought Paul was going to say that his dentist checked his prostate.
Yeah. So did I. I swear to you, I thought that's where he was going to.
Yeah, I was like, Paul.
My buddy got his blood pressure taken at the dentist, and they called him an ambulance. No kidding.
What happened after
Duncan?
He refused. He refused, but he's now on blood pressure medication. He was near heart attack levels.
Wow.
What?
Yep. I think it's also the added stress of the dentist and all that. Maybe I don't know because that's an odd thing, I guess.
Well, it's just me and my business. So when I miss work, I'm already fucking stressed. And now to go to a dentist and over there with a piece of metal scraping my fucking teeth, and it sounds like my kid's out there keying my car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on, can you be a little bit easier up in there? Shit, come on now.
Yeah, it's not a pleasurable experience ever. It's almost as bad as that time that the doctor jammed his fist in Ken.
All right, on a fun note, so you guys
heard about that comment, Bill, is the laughter that these guys got due to my trauma. Me too. That's what I mean, is all I'm gonna say.
You don't text during the show. This never would have happened.
That's true. All right, on a fun note,
texting would have been fine if Bill hadn't been like.
Anyways, you guys have heard us talk about how me and Paul have both are holding the trophies. So these guys for the pro staff have a little competition for biggest. Oh, that's where I'm going with it, Bill. So they have it for biggest fish, but not only that. If you guys are watching on YouTube, you can take a look. They do a belt between the 3 owners on who's got the biggest fish for that year. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
so I want
Bill right now.
I think that's fucking funny and rad as shit because normally when it changes hands, you guys got some posts that come up, some general shit talking, which again adds to the whole kind of attitude of the community that you guys have built.
True. Yeah, this is actually stolen valor.
Now, Andrew.
This is stolen valor.
It's mine.
This is Andrew's belt right now.
Why do you have it?
23? Because I haven't given it to him yet. He caught a little dink yesterday.
I did.
I want a ladder match for it, but I got to give it to him.
First one of the season, baby.
I think the best, Bill, what was that, like 2 years ago that you did like the full WWE fucking Instagram reel about it?
Yeah, I did the Stone Cold Steve Austin, ripped my shirt off. And I made my wife film it, and she didn't know I was going to do it. And you can only do that once. So when I ripped my shirt off, I literally saw her go like, like disgusted. Like, why are we this age and he's still this fucking
She's
stupid?
like, I made babies with him and he's this old.
But hold up. Now you probably got a 6-pack. Your boobies don't fit in bras anymore. So probably now she'll be like, ooh, wow, Bill.
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for bringing that up. But it means nothing to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still just a disgusting animal that lives in her home.
Well, I mean, right now, I know he's been making fun of you, saying you look like Tom Hanks from Philadelphia. That's rude and uncalled for.
Thank you.
Because you look like Powder, the lead character.
Thank you.
You look like you. Not only are you losing weight, but you lost all the hair too. So,
this is a lifestyle choice. It's a lifestyle choice.
Yeah,
I could grow hair tomorrow.
Look, Powder could shoot lightning bolts out of his body. So I mean, that's pretty.
You're right. I take it back. With the glasses, now it's hit me. You look like Moby, recording artist Moby.
Somebody
right now.
Outside.
A guy I work with calls me Blippy.
Oh.
Hey, Kim, what's that necklace that you got on with all that bling? Do y'all have a different belt?
No, that's if you never win anything, you buy yourself a necklace.
And you make it yourself.
Oh my God.
So jealousy sounds like that. This is from Jacob the Jeweler. A lot of the rappers use them, and it's just a bass with a ton of diamonds on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call bullshit. Your wife.
Oh my God!
Some doctors give out stickers. Some doctors give out stickers. His gives out a non-disclosure agreement and a fake necklace.
Listen,
that pain's funny.
I got a free idea for you guys. You guys need to do an ad for the new collection, but it's got to be 10 in just tidy whities, because he's getting ready to go to the doctors with his necklace on, but he's on Andrew's 1968 Bass Tracker.
88.
Yeah.
Ken's drawing.
That's a good idea.
You see your picture.
That's a really good idea.
There we go.
Oh, Ken, please do not do that.
We can't say that one on the air. So if you guys want to see what he said, you got to check us out. On
this is the greatest thing.
You dickhead. I'm trying to do the whole thing where we're supposed to send people to all our socials, you piece of shit.
Yeah. So don't forget to wear your mask and get your boosters.
Hey, this is the greatest thing about Ken being on anything that I've done with Ken is sometime in the night you hear a recording and it sounds like this.
Yeah,
he sounds like the Dido, the Eminem song with Dido, where he's scribbling, and you can hear Ken over there. He's like drawing and shit, and he comes up with a damn picture.
What a deep pull there, Paul. Look at you.
Yeah. Dear Paul, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling.
If you had a blonde wig on, like and took those glasses off and put a blonde wig on like Stell Cracker, but then shaved it real close, you'd look a little bit like Eminem in that Dido video, Bill.
Bill used to be a rapper as a kid, actually. Bill, what was your rapping name as a kid?
Yeah.
So
I didn't have a rapping name.
I got fingered by a doctor when I was 24.
Bullshit.
Oh, I didn't say you got fingered.
Bullshit, Bill. You were a full juggalo. We know that. So you had to have a rapper name. What was your juggalo name?
No.
Did you have the necklace with the hatchet?
Oh, he did. He did.
No, I didn't have a necklace with a hatchet.
Hey, where's your grill? Go get your grill, Bill.
Oh, it's upstairs somewhere.
That grill hasn't been broken out in a long time.
Hold up. What does your wife think about you? Do you just walk around the house with the grill on sometimes?
Dude, I'm not kidding. She does not like me. There's nothing.
Oh shit! Wrong button. Sorry.
My bad. It's not only her.
There's nothing that I do that. There's nothing that I do where she's like laughs anymore or thinks I'm funny or nice. Well, I'm not nice really, so I guess that's probably a big part of it. No, she really loves the grill. Yeah, every time I wear it, we make another baby.
Why they have so many?
2 babies.
Andrew, why fuck have you been this quiet? You only talk when somebody asks you something. I'm really confused by this. You've listened to this show. You know you just
I know.
You haven't interrupted. Amandy has interrupted more people than you have. I'm fucking disappointed. You're supposed to come on here and show out. You got a Bills Cup from 1988, the same year your boat
came
was
with his
born.
boat. Came with his boat.
Yeah, it was in the live well for when they had to scoop out the water because the Bills pump wouldn't work. And I know good and damn well you got some White Claw Surge in there.
I couldn't tell if you were talking about his cup or the Dink Bassey cup.
Hold on, ready, guys? Ready, Andrew?
Yes.
See,
Oh, now it's okay. Yeah. Okay, here I am.
Okay, and
Hold on, my bad.
That's all. Yeah. Okay.
you gotta hold it up the whole time, friend. And then
Andrew, you've got to be the quietest dude from New England I've ever met.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's probably true. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Like, are you originally from like Wyoming?
Fuck, am I right, Mel?
What'd you say?
The neighbors say he's loud as fuck. Am I right?
Oh, come on.
Disgusting.
Turn it upside down.
Stop it.
seriously, why are you this quiet? What I don't understand.
Yeah, dude.
How can you hang around these two motherfuckers and not just maybe that's why you are quiet, because you're like, you know what? I can't say shit around these two assholes.
Yeah.
Yep.
The old fat guy and powder. You're right.
This isn't nice.
This isn't nice.
This is not going to go well, guys.
It's going to go great.
Now we're going to be in another one of our arguments.
He'll be back in a
Thanks
bit.
a lot, guys.
Andrew, is this going to play out well?
No, it's not going to. Not at all.
Not my trophy. It's for being fattest guy in HOOKSET HOODLUMS.
I mean, that trophy looked like it was the size of a beer can, but I'm pretty sure it was like 4 foot tall.
That's because I'm fat, right? Yeah.
Hey, that trophy's actually taller than Alex.
Aw.
Why do you have so many
little trophies?
Are those shot
What are those
glasses?
for?
Are you about to start taking shots at
What are
Jameson?
What is that? Why do you have those?
Yeah. What are those things?
I'm so fat, I got them all.
Look, you could stack all those up one on top of each other, and they still be taller than Alex.
Oh man.
All I can say is maybe people in the HOOKSET world will be receiving some of these at some point this year. That's all I'm gonna say.
Why would you give out your fat awards?
He's got enough to give around.
No, because if I got to give some away so I can gain more weight. You know what I mean? You got to keep it fucking fresh.
No, I don't like this. I don't like this.
Yeah, me either. Stop it.
They fucking know, boys. They know that this
together.
is all fun and games right now.
Listen,
So
guys,
when I asked that fight question before,
hold on, we'll
somebody's
just
getting
spin
their
it
ass
down
beat.
here. We'll kick everybody off. Ken, we're just gonna deal with you now, the big guy.
The big guy. He said the big guy. That's fucked up, dude.
No, it's fucked up. You're laughing, dude.
No, because I was
funny.
off the screen. I didn't.
You don't think I'm gonna crush a cake and 3 boxes of fucking ho-hos after this?
Hey, I have a whole fucking bag of some candy I ain't never tried before. They're sweet tarts, but they're the hard balls. They ain't the soft one. They're the hard balls that got the crunchies on the inside.
That's what she said.
Thank you. And also,
Yeah,
this is Bass and Brews, not Candy and Carp.
Yeah, candy and carp is nice.
That's pretty
nice.
good.
Oh,
That's
y'all
good,
need to
Alex.
make a candy and carp shirt. Because you
What,
know
that-
you do make really good carp balls with some Jello, some strawberry Jello.
Yeah, chicken liver.
No, strawberry Jello, cornmeal.
So
And
I've only done carp fishing twice, maybe 3 times, and I tried those recipes like the vanilla and corn and cornmeal and stuff, and I had no luck.
And
I'll
then
tell
you
you what,
ate
I
it
went to a
all
spot
and
that-
start running.
No. It was the disgusting. Even the texture was sickening. But
I put a TikTok video about carp fishing and about how it looks fucking boring. Man,
dude, people love carp. It's
I got
its own
so
thing,
much
man.
fucking hate.
Yeah.
Well, damn, over across the pond, that's like the only fucking fish got the fish for some damn carp.
And
That's right. Yeah.
And that's fine. That makes sense. If the hate would have came from Europe, I'd have been about it.
no,
I get a
dude.
lot of
Yeah,
hate
it's-
from
it's-
like dudes
Yeah,
in
it's huge up
Missouri.
here.
and shit.
Well,
Missouri.
it's the same as like, you know, how snakehead fishing has become its own thing where it's like that's strictly what people fish for now. Carp is like really big like that too. And as Cody would say if he was here, it's the most widely consumed fish across the world.
It is. It
Well,
is.
ain't nobody as big a bitch as bass anglers. That's all I'm gonna say.
Bass fishing.
I know where you're going with it about eating bass, right? Is that what you're gonna say?
No, just straight up, bass
Oh,
anglers
just a bunch of bitches.
Yeah, all the time. About some bullshit.
Upset. Paul's really upset. He's only caught one fish this whole fucking year so far.
I don't consider myself a bass fisherman at all.
Hold on.
Do you consider yourself a fisherman then? Just a multi-species?
Yeah, that's it. I like fishing for a lot of different species. I fish for bass the most.
Spell
obviously.
Spell
Go ahead, Bill.
Bill, I can unmute myself. And y'all want to see me and Alex have a fight tonight? It's about to happen. He mutes me again because I will change the password on this bitch and kick him out at the same time.
Andrew, stop looking at Ken right now.
Kenny, smile, buddy.
Did somebody change the password and lock somebody out? Is that where that story is going?
Dude, Andrew has never remembered a password in his life, so he messes it up so many times. Every time he logs in, we have to change it every single time.
I was going to say that when I said that Andrew's our accountant, and we only know that because every 2-3 hours we get an email that the password has been reset.
It's good that
we
y'all
have
have
to constantly check. We have to constantly check. Hey, is it somebody trying to log into the bank? Yeah, that's me again. Okay, Roger.
Y'all get the fraud alert. Y'all are getting the fraud alerts because somebody's put in 85 different wrong passwords.
It's constant. It's constant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just
expires
our
a lot.
He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Sounds like some shit I would do.
Oh, it's all the time. But it is what it is.
Andrew, they have these things.
He probably does a good job with the bank. We don't know.
That is
he probably does fine with it.
Write all your passwords in.
Hey, you've got $3,000 in the bank account. That's pretty solid. If y'all had to liquidate tomorrow, you would each get $1,000.
Hey, you know what's funny? There's only one debit card for the whole company. Whose name's on it?
Andrew J. Tomer.
Wow.
Andrew J. Tomer.
What?
Yeah. With your money left in that account.
Hey, he's at Applebee's every Friday night.
He keeps telling them, listen, boys, it's a business
work meeting. You give it he's your accountant, so he does the taxes.
He's got so many kids, our bank account couldn't feed them for 2 nights.
That's true.
How many kids do you have?
14.
Yeah. 18.
18.
His wife is the octomom.
And then you
Yeah.
really got to just go around the neighborhood and count the kids, I guess.
Wow.
Dude,
Wow.
I'm sorry. They talked
Wait,
about.
hold on.
So you're the neighborhood daddy?
Andrew's been the nicest person the whole show. And then Ken goes, I'm going to
That's how it is.
meat. And he just goes after you.
That's how it is, Alex.
You're the neighborhood daddy.
Smile, man. That's it.
Well, if there's one thing you could attack a
I
man for, if there's one thing you could attack a man for, it's being a good father and a foster father as well. So we might as well hit him where it hurts.
Yeah, way to go, Ken.
He's a good human.
You really showed him, big boy.
Dude.
Look,
Not
here's
good.
the problem: is nobody has picked on Alex besides me all night.
Yeah.
And he has somebody else to pick on about being above average large.
Yeah.
And I'm unhappy about this. I'm unhappy about this.
Close, boys.
No,
hey guys,
I'm
I gotta
with
go.
you. I'm with you, Ken. I'm with you, man. I mean, nobody has said shit about Alex except for me. Everybody keeps picking on the fat
him
people.
for staying sober this long. He hasn't dropped anything yet. You know what I mean? Like, I'm proud of him.
I know.
The new leaf.
He
man,
has
you know what I mean? And maybe they don't want to make fun of me because they respect the soldiers, unlike you.
Exactly.
And your hatred of the troops.
Hey, well, you know what? That's what you say, but what I say is you're probably the only person in the fucking Coast Guard that still can't tie a knot.
Paul stormed the Capitol on January 6th. Somebody had to say it.
Negative.
Yep.
I was down there fishing.
I'm going to put
out here fishing.
Y'all look, I stormed the Capitol.
Listen, it's Paul's face in front of the Capitol. He says, y'all look, this is mine.
Hey, with the dark web and photoshopping now, who knows?
Listen,
what
there's no dark web. Hambone,
Hambone,
if you're listening to this episode, and you always do, can we get a Photoshop of Paul's face on the MAGA shaman?
MAGA.
No,
MAGA shaman. If we can get Paul's face on top of that, we'll put it on a sticker.
Look, I would tell you what, if he puts my face on the shaman, he needs to blow up the shaman's body to look like he's, 8 months pregnant.
Yeah.
At first I thought
And has a bra on. Hey, Ken, you said you did that yourself there, buddy. That's all on you.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's called trauma kicking back in. You know what I mean?
He did the old Eminem. He took the cards that stacked against him and brought them back.
Clarence.
Wait, what trauma? None of us put our fucking fist up your butthole, Ken. That was your doctor, not us.
Doctor.
I don't even have a nice ass, but these guys were about that shit.
Oh, please. It's okay.
They just want to see a jiggle.
Don't go at noontime because those boys consider it lunch. You know what I mean?
No. It's not bad.
How did this turn into Bates and bourbon?
Yeah.
No. Listen. Yeah, you guys went too far.
We bring Wild Bill on here. We bring Wild Bill on here, who is like, Hitler when he runs his shit, and he comes on here and acts like fucking Steve-O on our podcast.
I didn't say a thing. I didn't say a thing. Play it back.
You told us, hold on, no. You told us that Ken was violated at a young age by a doctor.
That's right.
The young age of 24.
I thought we were going to talk him through 20, it.
So wasn't that a consenting adult at that point?
Well, that was the second time, sweetheart.
The sneak attack.
I'm glad you brought that up, Amandy. You're absolutely right. If he didn't want it to happen, he probably could have said stop. And it was a doctor.
He didn't want it to happen. He's going to look so cute walking in.
And that's another thing. The reason I brought it up was not to make fun of my friend. Was just to say, you guys need to trust doctors. This was not anything out of the ordinary. You need to get over that thought, Ken, because the guy, listen, we need to trust the science. Okay.
Hey, so get yourself checked. This is for real, though. For real.
Yeah,
you get your checked up in that prostate area.
That's right. Twice.
I know personally a couple people who didn't get checked when they should have been, and they no longer with us.
That's right.
One of the most easiest one.
Way to bring it down.
Preventable.
Hey, I'm trying to be real fucking here.
That's
if
right.
we're going to talk about getting your prostate
right,
checked, you got to be real. You got to be real.
And Ken said
I'm gonna keep it real.
I think it's 40 or 45.
Yeah, it's not 24 and it's not 29. Okay?
There we go.
Not, look at that and see if you can read the eye chart. Whoa! Like, what was that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy.
Wait,
that's crazy.
So now if your optometrist put his fist in your butt?
Guys, I think this is outlandish that we can talk about this.
Yeah, you're right. That's crazy. Yeah.
Hey, good job, Alex, keeping this podcast on track. That's the one fucking job you have, and you don't even have an excuse tonight because you're not even drunk. Yeah, I don't even think you're drinking. You're just sitting back, enjoying it. I can barely talk, like I mean, and you're just sitting back letting this podcast go off the rails.
You guys are doing great.
Thanks.
Our sales are going to go negative after this.
No way. That's going to be through the roof. Again, if you guys don't know where to find them, HOOKSETHOODLUMS.com.
GuggenSquad.com.
I do have a question.
Oh, Mandy's got one. Uh-oh.
Hey, Amandy, slap Alex across the face one time. Like for real.
No, don't slap him. He's
don't do that. That's domestic violence.
No.
Give him a wet willy.
Do that in the bedroom later.
Whoa.
So anyway.
There it is.
My question is, I know this pisses me off so much. So, how do your wives feel about having to sweep the goddamn floor every time you come home from fishing? It drives me up a fucking wall. There's dirt everywhere, sand everywhere in the car. You can't even.
You're with a slob.
Amanda. Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, I'm serious. He takes his shoes off at the door, and there's still sand everywhere.
We have a
sand in his shorts.
I don't know what the fuck he's doing out there. I just know he comes home and there's sand everywhere.
All she knows is come home smelling like fish.
There was the time that he had the poop in the kayak, so you should just be thankful that it was sand.
That was quite the situation. Yeah. But that's completely different from dragging sand in the car and then up the sidewalk and then into the house, and then it's just fucking everywhere.
Why is he so sandy?
Does he get in the bed? Does he get sand in the bed?
No, I don't get sand in the bed.
No, thankfully. That's the only place in the house.
All right. That's enough. You said your question.
Slap him. Amandy,
all
pop
right.
his ass.
Well,
Pop his
Amanda,
ass.
the answer is the other four of us, we respect our wives too much to do something like that.
There we go.
First of all, what bitch wears shoes fishing? I mean,
Well, it's whatever the fuck he wears. I
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
gets cold here, you dickhead.
Oh, dude, I was
I'm
gonna ask you that about the
18 degrees.
riding the tide, the thing you're doing.
Yeah,
and you started early, and I know you always seem to start a lot earlier than us. I know last year or whatever when you were
Because you guys are
away,
little bitches.
you
No.
lost it. But
okay.
what's the temperature at right now?
what's that?
What's your water temps at right now?
So the first episode that came out was 47.
Okay.
So it is
And
cold.
I see that you got the two crappie back to back. I just saw in your story there.
Thank you
did,
for
but
pronouncing that right, Bill. Thank you for pronouncing that right. Crappy.
So that day, I think in
I
the
didn't say
video I
crappy,
show
crappy.
like eight or nine catches, but I cut about 10 of them out of the video because it was like the crappie were extremely stacked up. And what I was really actually trying to show is that those crappie move in first.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Those were good size ones too.
The biggest one out of that was it was pushing 2 pounds at 13 inches. It was a big ass crappie.
And you didn't eat the
Nice.
nary one.
I didn't. I threw it back. And
No?
then it actually went out
Bullshit.
Monday. So a little spoiler report. Like it was tough, but following the pattern of those crappie, I ended up putting together quite the day. Like another fat ass crappie, a big ass pickerel.
Yeah,
And
I love yours when you hit the multi-species videos. It just shows that the way that river is.
Why do you have to pick on me and Ken talking about fishing? That's some bullshit.
Yeah, no, it is like, and that was kind of my whole thing about doing that. I want to show the multi-species. I want to show how those kind of relate to the bass, because the bass aren't the primary predator there. It is the pickerel, probably.
Right.
Where they're about half and half. But you kind of have to move
You
around.
fucking Bill Nye the Science Guy tonight.
Yeah, it's every night. Every night that I don't drink, if anybody notices, I am drinking, but there is no Yeti cup, so there's no bourbon tonight. So, clear-headed, focused, ready to go. We have three big names on. You know what I mean? I had to make sure I'm locked.
Yeah.
He's just being a little bitch.
This is why.
Yeah, I like the idea of it as they continue to go along. You'll see the bigger bass come through. I love it.
Yeah, and then what really, like, I was talking to some people, and they're like, "Well, isn't it going to get boring when pre-spawn happen or post-spawn happens?" And I'm like, "Well, I want to show that because what normally happens,
that's part of it,
right? What's going to be awesome is when those bass hit post-spawn, for at least for where I fish, that's when the big pickerel show up. So what's going to happen is the bass are going to get smaller and smaller." But all of a sudden, we're going to get like 3 to 4 pound pickerel who are going to start entering the scene at that point. So I'm really excited.
I think around October, November is the next after the post spawn, and then around October, November, like we get giant pickerel feeding up,
huge.
And then they do like a fall spawn. Pickerel do like a fall spawn around that time too. And remember that time, Andrew, we went out, we just hammered those fucking giants constantly over at your spot.
Yeah, y'all eat your jackfish.
It's Delirious. I think it's Delirious's favorite species to fish for. They are fun, but when you're bass fishing, it's like, come on.
Do you eat them?
But
I mean,
no.
If it's a tournament, it's annoying, right? I like catching them no matter what. The only ones I don't like are the little ones.
Yeah, pencil ones. Yeah.
God, those ones fucking piss me off because they're all over the place. It's hard to get the hook out. Nightmare.
When I was a youngin', Paul, my grandmother used to tell me to keep all the pickerel. We would clean them and take most of the bones out, and then she would whatever she'd do to them for the cats, and that's what all the cat food was, pickerel.
Oh,
she had a couple cats, and so we would keep them, but I never ate them. But some people do. Some people say it's good. It's just a lot of work.
Balls. Tell you what, lusciously delicious.
Well, I feel like with breading and all that, anything could taste that good.
Yeah, we talked about it when we had Joe from the Cut and Retie podcast. There's a restaurant real close to me here that does during the summertime. They do pickerel balls, fried pickerel balls,
jackfish balls.
They're good.
Okay.
Yeah, well, like I said, any of that stuff could make taste good.
Yeah.
So while Bill, since your grandma took you out fishing like my grandma did, did you have like one of those? No, she was grandma. Did she have one of those metal poles that was like electrified, and she stuck it in the ground to get the worms?
No, but it's odd. No, but listen, hold on. You just brought up something. So my grandmother is the one that she's, like I said before, I've said it on a couple shows. She's the one that taught me how to fish and tie knots and how to clean fish and be able to eat from what you catch and all that.
Can you get her to teach Alex how to tie a knot?
And and we did do is she lived in Lincoln, Maine, and when we get a rainstorm, as soon as the rain would stop, we'd go to the Penobscot Valley Hospital grounds, and it was like grass hills, and we'd take these little mag lights and we would grab like 10, 20 night crawlers at once and fill up thousands of them in these coffee cans. And she had the styrofoam coolers and would blend the soil with newspapers, and we sold night crawlers $2.50 a dozen. And that's where we come up with we're night crawler salesmen.
Yeah.
So that's where that comes from when we joke about that. Is that was my first gig. We used to spend hours a night, 2 hours a night. My grandfather would just wait in the truck like, these motherfuckers, man. But you know what? It was fun. It was so much fun. And it was awesome. Like it's same as like a small town. You know, you get people knocking on the door all day for night crawlers and stuff. So anytime it rained, that's where we were.
Oh, so your grandmother never like unintentionally tried to electrocute you?
No, not unintentionally. No.
Okay. No, because my grandmom, she was like from the Pine Barrens. We call them Pines around here. So
yeah, I've seen The Sopranos.
Just sit there and just in her garden, she'd take this metal rod that was like plugged into the wall,
like the bug zappers,
some outlet, and she would just shove it in her garden, and then all the worms would come up to the top.
Really?
And she would sit there and pick out all the worms, put them in the coffee can. Then we go across the street to the lake, and then we would fish with said worms.
Wow, that's pretty fun. Now,
that's cool.
What was this device? What was this device? Is that what it was for?
Yeah, it was just like, it's this. I'll have to ask my mom.
It was probably for something else too, but being the pole lock that her grandmother was, it was probably like a
You're not the only
bug
one
zapper or something.
This is like a
It's
thing.
probably like a bug zapper or something like that.
A bug zapper
Like,
that she was
know.
like,
Yeah.
It's like a metal, I don't know, it's like a metal rod that could plug into an outlet, and you just shoved it in the ground and all the worms would come up. And then she would pick them out, put them in the can. We'd go across the street to the lake, and then she'd take us fishing for like hours. So I'm just curious how people got the worms back in the 80s, because we were.
I love it. That's awesome.
Could have been electrocuted
so
at any point.
I fish with flies.
For sure.
I fish with flies like a real gentleman.
Yeah.
Fly fishing.
No,
Washington streams.
I call you going out and buying bait a pussy move instead of using an electric rod in the backyard to get the worms up.
Yeah, what's wrong with you, man?
I feel as hurt as Ken at this point.
I highly doubt it, dude. I'm going through a lot right now.
I was gonna say, I think he's sending more texts to his buddies over there.
No, I just googled electric rod with plug. I wanted to see what the hell you're talking about.
And
oh, are you looking it up?
Yeah,
I'm sure you can find it.
No,
So
I couldn't find anything.
no.
But we knew he was lying when you were like, he's texting his friends, and we saw that Andrew and Bill weren't looking, and that's his only friend. So
I'm about ready to call my mom and be like, "What was it called?"
you want to call your mom?
Yeah, ask her if she wants to be my friend too, because
Does she want to be part of HOOKSET Hoodlums?
She listens to the
She's in.
podcast.
I know she does.
She loves it when they make fun of Alex. So
She's in.
All right, catch me up what I missed.
Nothing. We Amanda talked about some pole lock fishing techniques. Bill also had the same kind of techniques, just were actually a little more
I'm on the podcast.
I feel like his were made more sense. Like that. It's the
Well,
real
no,
thing.
wait, I didn't. I just used the flashlight to see. It wasn't to stun them or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, it was a metal. Oh, what?
A cattle prod.
What a butter.
A cattle
Stop
prod.
yelling. They're right there. It's a microphone.
He said that
I'm
also.
excited.
I know.
Speaking of
Yeah.
fighting, somebody's about to get their ass beat.
Shit.
Yeah, a cattle prod.
Cattle prod.
Yeah, I understand.
God.
Cattle.
She got to work tomorrow. Somebody's mills getting
No,
bugged
don't have
up.
to
what
work
you
tomorrow.
what you
That's
did
why.
miss is that her grandmother used to stick
Okay.
a cattle
All
prod
right,
into
thanks,
the
Mom.
ground and turn it on, and the night
Love you.
crawlers would come up dead, and then they would go fishing with them.
Exactly.
Okay, it's a cattle prod. that is
What is
plugged
it?
into the wall. A cattle prod.
I didn't hear you. Can you say it louder?
Cattle. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm drunk.
He said, "Will you stop?"
Hey, I still didn't hear you because Alex was getting in the way. What'd you say?
A cattle prod.
Yeah.
No,
I can't hear anything. So
Fucking
Huh?
I can't hear any. I didn't. I kept cutting out when she said it.
What?
a cattle prod.
Okay.
Rattle rod. We got it. Rattle rod.
No, pride.
No,
A rattle prod?
I'm not answering. You go for it.
Oh, is a
Yeah,
rattle
no,
cod.
They're not. Go ahead.
Okay, cattle as in CATTLE. Prod. PROD.
Hey, it's
Oh,
Ara,
cattle prod.
not R. P-R-A-O-D. Ara.
She said a cat. I think she said cattle prod.
Yes, cattle prod. You got that right. So apparently this
Everybody
cattle
gets it
prod
on this show.
would be.
Except for her.
I know.
No, I didn't even. She's getting it too.
All right, I'm
learned.
done.
You get learned.
You got learned today, girl.
All right. Well, Bill, you've already done these, but you know who hasn't done these questions?
Ken.
Ken and Andrew haven't done. They haven't been subjected to the shotgun round on Bass and Brews.
So, Ken and Andrew, you're going to have to alternate earmuffs.
Hang on 1 second, okay?
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Lord.
What are you kidding me?
It's all right. Just go. We'll hear you, PP. It's not a big deal.
Just
Are you
okay.
gonna
We'll
pee?
unmute you.
Yeah, it's
Go up,
fine.
dude.
Watch him stand up and he's got no fucking pants on. Look how he slid. Did you guys see how he slid? He's got no pants on.
Fucking way. He's leaving somebody's show when they're like, "Okay, Andrew, you're gonna do this." He's like, "Oh,
I'm going.
what is that?
He was
What's going on here?"
Finally gonna get his chance to talk.
All right. So before we get to the shotgun round, how about you guys? Anything you guys want to shout out? Any maybe new merchandise and how people can get them?
Great, Kenny.
Yeah, we have a new shirt that's been put out. That's pretty awesome. We have a new brass knuckle patch hat, which we call Bass Knuckles. I just made that up.
Snuckles.
And it comes in a black multicam. It comes in a black camo, a multicam. It comes in a black and white, and we have.
Hey, for the colorblind people, can you describe what the colors are in those? Because I can't.
Shut the fuck up, Paul. Then go on the
Cattle
website.
prod. Cattle prod.
Cattle prod. CATTLE.
P-R-O-D.
P-R-O-D.
So where can people find
She's
that
like,
at?
"You motherfucker."
At www.hoodlums.com. You could also locate us on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok.
Nope.
Who should we follow on the socials? Who's the most fun on social media, in y'all's opinion?
I'd say the Instagram
HOOKSET
accounts are the way to go. I don't post on my personal account. Billy's running a lot on his if you're into that, and check that out. No, not in a bad way if you're into that. And then Andrew, every once in a while, will post a picture of him rolling in the leaves with his wife.
Listen, you guys gotta follow you gotta follow Ken on TikTok, Underwater Robberies. For a while there, you had the best series of like rolling around in that golf cart with your kid.
Billy hates those. That's my favorite. My whole favorite thing about those is to watch Billy cringe when I post those.
They are fucking fantastic.
Hey, Ken was the original TikToker out of this group too. He was TikToking before Alex got into TikToking.
And then Alex went full bore TikTok.
Alex's TikTok is professional now.
Yeah.
That's your whole you guys' whole social media is insane, actually. It's so good.
I work my ass off to give Alex all of the content to make.
Yeah.
I mean, I do want to say Instagram sucks, but it's still alive. Alex said it would be dead in 6 months. It's still alive.
I'm pretty sure it's still dead, but
yeah, he's not that. He was a lot more correct than I thought he was going to be.
Well, when TikTok goes bye all of a sudden, everybody will be right back to Instagram.
Yeah,
my TikTok's off my phone.
Clapper. Also, if you guys want to find us on Clapper, you can go to Bass and Brews Fishing Podcast on Clapper.
I thought you didn't want to use
Is that real?
Right
Yeah, it's a real. It's kind of like TikTok, but it's like the clearance section of Walmart TikTok.
Yeah,
it probably will blow up when TikTok's done. And Paul's on Parlor, I believe, right?
Yeah, Paul's definitely on Parlor.
I don't even know what that is.
Exactly.
Is that like Pornhub for fat people?
So.
What?
All right, Andrew. I see that you.
Yes, I'm
changed,
back. Sorry.
Hold on. Just give me like 2 minutes.
Yeah. You son of a bitch.
My phone was about to shut off. It was on 1%.
What happened?
Why didn't you have it plugged into the
Dude,
the fucking
what the
wall,
fuck?
dude?
You're on a
Because
computer.
my mic is on it also.
Cattle prod.
Cattle prod.
Cattle prod.
All right,
That's
we're
what
gonna
it
do
was.
the patent.
Hey,
pending
before
shotgun.
Alex gets started, I did not interrupt him enough. So I've got the next, 20 to 30 minutes where his life is getting fucked tonight. Life. I said life, not
I
wife.
said who?
Oh. I was like, whoa.
Yo, back to Bruce
That was
historian. Cover your
crazy.
ears. Paul's talking dirty.
I did ask for his wife's cell phone number, because I didn't know if I was going to be able to talk. And I was going to send her feet pictures and then stuff to pick on Alex about. He wouldn't give me her number.
Well, you have very nice feet.
No, he doesn't. Did you look at when him and Tiny Two Poles put their fucking feet up?
No, he has nice feet.
It was so
He
gross.
has nice feet. They'd have to blur my feet off of YouTube if I showed them.
Yeah, with all that running, they fucking yeah.
And this isn't just a new thing. I've been doing this for 16 years.
Yeah.
Hey, Ken, what do your feet look like?
These feet is kicked off the internet.
Do your ankles and calves meet?
Oh my God.
Oh,
Not funny, guys.
All right.
That's my friend.
That's my friend. Andrew's still being a nice guy.
Oh, it's the delivery. It's not even what he said, man. I don't even know what he said.
Kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Alex will cut that out. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Nope.
He'll edit that.
All right. Paul, you're done. All right. We're going to get to the shotgun round. Andrew, this is going to be between you and Ken. We're going to alternate between you because
Paul,
funnier. I'm
Paul,
going to
back
interrupt
up.
him.
Paul, back up. Back away from the camera.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have Alex in the middle. But
Yeah, me too.
That's
So-
fine. That's
I
fine.
meant to
Look,
say, I meant to say Alex. My bad. I was in a fit
you know
of
what's
rage.
funny is anyone who's not watching this on YouTube probably thinks Ken is a big fat guy.
absolutely.
You have to remember that. Like,
and
people
I
that are
am by
just
far,
listening.
I'm probably 30 pounds bigger than he is.
Way more than that. If you're 260, dude.
250 something, maybe. I don't know, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I'd say it's about right. About 15 pounds heavier than Ken.
Look, the only person that is making
You're
you
done.
feel bad about being overweight are the two skinny bitches that you started this company with.
I haven't
did
said
start.
anything.
You guys, I put a lot of weight on in the last year. I've been very stressed out.
Oh,
I get it.
We're gonna leave it at that.
Listen, man,
happens.
all of us have our big stage of life.
hey, this is one great thing about gaining weight. Alex will never get taller.
You know, I saw Tom Arnold that was on an episode of Rosie O'Donnell back in the day, and he said, I just want to get to the point where my belly doesn't jiggle when I brush my teeth. And I've been there a few times. I've remembered it throughout my life.
Hey, I want my boobs to be I want my boobs to go back to being smaller than Taylor Swift's. That's all I want.
Wow, that's
I love Taylor Swift. Not like I'm not attracted to her. I think she's an amazing musician.
Mm-hmm. Do you call your wife Taylor every now and again?
No, I'm not attracted to her at all. She looks like a little kid to me.
She does. She's built like a boy.
Now Miley Cyrus, I'm a little attracted to.
Oh, Miley Cyrus is all about this. All right,
I want to drink white. I want to drink White
Hold on,
Claw
Mandy's
Surges
back, so we
and go
gotta-
fishing with Miley Cyrus.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Anyway,
And what's the girl from the Hunger Games?
Jennifer Lawrence?
Cat.
Jennifer
I love
Lawrence.
her.
Oh, it's
I love
Kat.
her. Katniss Everdeen. Yes, I love her.
Oh, you even know her stage name.
Wow.
Yeah, I read the books,
I can
brother.
tell you've been to a bunch of strip clubs. You know stage names.
No, I'm not. No, not a bunch.
All right. Anyways, not a bunch. Anyways, Andrew,
I was in the military. So a few.
All right.
Could you tie
here's the
knots better than
shotgun.
Alex?
Ball. Stop.
So pissed.
No,
Alex,
I couldn't.
look, Alex is so pissed. He's not drinking tonight. He's having to fucking worry about everybody and Amandy
Exactly.
and me.
No,
and
I'm not
he
worried
is-
about
he is
everybody.
angry.
I'm just worried about you, Paul.
He's
Just
angry.
worried about you.
Oh, he's used to this shit at home. It's all you, Paul.
Hey guys, I hope my eyes aren't too fat for you.
Did you hear Ken? You guys
What
are
do you say,
missing it.
Ken?
So I hope my eyes aren't too fat for you.
All right,
Well,
we're gonna get.
if your face wasn't so fat,
Oh
we
my
could
God.
probably see.
Oh, Jesus.
See your eyes are so sunk back in because
I'm gonna poop so much blood tomorrow because I'm being interrupted. There it is.
I wouldn't
now,
mind. This episode
now you
got
look like
deleted.
Alex recording. All we see is his nose up.
All right, this is the shotgun round. We're gonna start with Ken. We need your.
I hope it goes right to my fucking head at this point, dude. The shotgun round.
We're gonna need
Alex is
your
about
honest,
to hang up. He's gonna end
we're gonna
it.
need your honest, off the cuff
HOOKSETHOODLUMS.com.
answer right away. Texas or Wacky Rig?
Texas.
Texas. Andrew, Crocs or flops?
Crocs.
Oh, my man, that's what I'm
Right
talking
one.
about.
Ken, are you gonna spell more? Or are you gonna spend more on a rod or a reel?
Real.
Andrew, I think this one's gonna say a lot about you. Is it slow jams or is it hype music?
It depends.
It's
Hype
called the
music.
shotgun round guy.
Hype music. Thank you.
Hype music. It's the
Um,
fucking shotgun round, dude. You don't get. Well, come on.
Ken, pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Oh,
Upside down
Jesus.
pineapple. Upside down pineapple, Andrew. What? Wait, what'd you say?
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
Andrew's a swinger. Andrew's a swinger.
That was for
Sorry,
Ken,
Jay.
Andrew. That was
Dude,
for
you
He's
Ken.
guys
got
are.
18 kids. He's swinging where everybody
Oh,
else.
I'm sorry, Paul. Did you say food? Absolutely. Anything that you're going to say. Absolutely. 100%. My bad.
Matter of fact, motherfucker, give me double
Yeah,
pineapple.
I'll take it all. Everything you got.
Paul, you're a fucking heathen.
Stop.
Yeah.
You're not on the shotgun round. Stop.
No, but
Regular
she's
cheese
right.
pizza,
She's
please.
right.
Regular cheese pizza and a shit ton of it. Woo.
All right. Whose turn is it now? Andrew's?
Yes.
Yes.
Alex,
Punch
do I need to
yourself,
bring
Andrew.
out the list?
I'm trying to
Punch
remember all of it.
yourself.
Hey,
Yeah,
all
I'm
right, I
bringing
got
out
one.
the list.
Andrew.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Oh, Alex, real quick. You have to ask the one question
Cattle prod.
separately.
Cattle prod.
Yeah. Oh my God.
All right, go ahead, Alex.
In the ass or no?
Stop. Stop.
How would Alex ever survive with Amandy and me on a podcast?
Anyway,
again? I think he would fucking
He
He
quit.
hasn't survived yet.
I
Right
didn't
now.
hear
This
what
is
Paul
great.
said.
Don't worry about it. Anyway.
Do I need to repeat myself? What do I need to repeat?
What you just
Cattle prod.
Grip it and stick it. Let's roll, boys.
Yeah. All right. Ken, you got a 3-hour session on the water. You want 5 2-pounders or 1 7?
1-7.
Ooh, 1-7.
1 7 for you too. Okay. Let's see here. Andrew, take your headphones off and wait until I go like this.
Earmuffs. Earmuffs.
Yeah, take them off. All right,
Earmuffs.
Ken. Have you ever eaten beaver?
Yeah.
How'd you prepare it?
I laid her down and spread them.
Oh,
Whoa. Wrong beaver, folks. Wrong
Oh.
beaver.
Wrong beaver.
Wrong beaver.
Holy shit.
I thought you were talking about beef tacos. My bad.
Oh,
Well, no, beaver tacos are delicious.
It's the whole food thing again. I got thrown off. You know what I mean?
hold on. Let's bring Andrew in. Come on. Andrew, come on.
He actually did earmuffs.
He isolated Andrew. Have you
Yes.
ever eaten beaver?
Shotgun round, dude.
The animal? No.
What
Oh,
other
man,
beaver
he's
is
the
that?
politician of the group. He's
Well,
the
this is not
politician.
fair.
That's
If
because
you're
he's an accountant.
if this is a shotgun round, then I'm giving you my answers as fast as I can.
100%. Yeah.
But we had the right to chastise you.
You said I eat beaver. I said, yeah. How do you do it? You lay her down and open her legs.
But that's not
Disgusting.
beaver.
Oh, okay.
Did Bill say that?
Bald eagle?
That's not beaver.
Hopefully. White eagle? Hopefully, you know what I mean? Fucking hairy bear.
All right.
Have you ever eaten bear?
I like the bald eagle, brother. What are we talking about?
I don't know. I'm not sure at this point.
All right. And I hate to do this, but we're back on food again. Sorry, Ken.
My favorite thing.
Every good fisherman loves a good sandwich. Ken, what are your top 3 sandwich proteins?
And that could be doubles.
I'm probably gonna have all 3 of these tomorrow before I lay in traffic to end it all. But I like roast beef. I like myself some turkey.
Oh yeah.
And those are really my 2 main staples. I guess maybe what else is there? Ham? I don't know. Roast beef. Cheese, yeah, but
you're not going to ask these
I'm
questions.
just
Stop.
saying.
We know what
I remember Delirious said cheese.
Delirious.
Yeah.
Good old
He said
Delirious
cheese.
Angler. That was like episode 2 or 3. Or no, it's like 3 or 4, but he said fucking cheese.
Yeah.
Technically, it's a protein.
Yeah.
That's what somebody said.
Yeah. All right, Andrew, what do you got? What do you got?
Ham, salami, turkey.
Nice. Solid.
Good.
Yeah.
He could
Roast
name
beef
3.
for sure. Ken, you won that one. Ken, you won that round.
Hey, what top 3 proteins are you eating, Amandy?
Alex, ham, turkey.
Ooh.
yeah.
Ooh.
So you like them little cocktail wieners?
Oh,
It's called a Vienna sausage. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm not a little smoky. I'm a Vienna.
Get out of a can.
Oh.
All right. Real talk, though. I want to thank you guys so much for coming on. I want to thank you guys. Real talk. You guys were such a big supporter of the Bass and Brews show, not only through all of it, but especially in the beginning. Like so many podcasts kind of fail out in the beginning, and you guys were so awesome with supporting me and Paul. I mean, you guys still do, but especially in those early stages where, a lot of people fail. And like, honestly, your guys' support and instant, guest base was what really helped push this show along. And we really thank you guys for that. Like, we appreciate the community that you guys have built, and we're super stoked to be part of that community.
And that was the biggest thing is a lot of these
thanks for having us on.
Yeah,
these podcasts, it's hard to get. Damn, Alex just put the hand up in front of her face. His ass is getting beat up tonight.
Yeah.
But one of the things that
Hard to get.
podcasts that have guests on is sometimes it's hard to get guests initially. And so we were able to reach out to those HOOKSET Hoodlum guys, that little community y'all had built. And that was really, if you go back and look at a lot of the early episodes, that was it. And then when Alex left the first time and left me in charge, and that was who I leaned on for guest co-host. Yeah. And I think, 2 of y'all came on with that. Andrew, I'm not even sure who you are. So sorry.
Here I am.
There you are.
I'm here now for you.
Again, we appreciate you guys, and then we appreciate what you guys created. Like, I don't know I'm sure you guys realize, but you guys have created such a family environment when it comes to folks that are kind of associated with your guys' brand, where it's become more than a brand, it's a family.
Definitely.
Again, like, you guys were some of the first people I told when I was going to get deployed for that last year in that chat. You guys are the first people. Actually, I think Amanda was first, and then you guys were the second ones when I said about getting that job after I got out of the military.
Yeah.
Like, even though I had been out of that chat for a long time, right? Like, you guys are that constant family, and I appreciate the 3 of you, whether you guys realize it or not, that community and that family that you guys help build and foster is amazing.
And somehow
everywhere in our house.
And there's HOOKSET Hoodlum shit everywhere in our house.
And somehow y'all have managed to keep probably the most degenerate motherfuckers on social media and fishing.
God, I know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Somewhat in check. I'm not sure how, but you've done it somewhat.
Somewhat.
Not always easy.
No, but we that's listen, the reality of it is we've had these, Cody knows, but we've had companies that have contacted us like, hey, you need to drop this guy or this person, we can't do business. Like, hey, fuck off, because it's not, if it's not real, then it ain't fucking real. So that's the only reason this has succeeded. It's not because of the three of us. It's because a bunch of real motherfuckers like yourselves and everybody else that we associate with. So the cool part, like when we did that show last week and people were like, is Swamp Rat here and Paul here? I'm like, these motherfuckers, I've never met them. And people are like, oh, Hookset's here. These guys are here. That makes me like happy for you guys and proud of you guys. And like how, I mean, this show's fucking blown up. And to anyone who doesn't know, to do this, even as fun as it is, to do this weekly is a fucking chore.
So hard.
So even as much fun as it is to sit here and do this, the work that goes into it, the planning, the guests, the talking, the fucking I don't feel like talking conversation, you know what I mean? So that you guys have remained consistent, and I didn't think Paul was going to do it when you were gone. I didn't think he was going to keep it going the whole time, and he fucking blew the fucking show up.
No, he did great. You did great.
What is up with the Hookset Hoodlum crews thinking I was gonna fucking flop?
Let me say this. Okay. I only say that because you said you didn't want to do it. So.
No, I didn't say that.
I know.
Well, fat guy, dude, I knew you were gonna do it. You know what I mean?
No, I just listen.
We do what we can. We love our fans. We love the Brewskis. That's awesome that they came out. And again, we want to make sure that we have a ton of new listeners. Make sure you go check out HOOKSETHOODLUMS.com. Me and Paul both have discount codes. You probably don't want those. They actually add 10% to your order. So, just roll in there. They'll have a little note section where you can put additional notes. Either tell them that you came from Bass and Brews or throw a bunch of beer emojis.
I will say this too. I have ordered a lot of shit online from big companies, small companies, all these companies. Every fucking package that shows up into my house has a handwritten note.
Handwritten note.
And
love that, Andrew. Thank you.
I've got every one of them.
Not Bill.
I've got every one of them sitting up in my big old Shiner box mirror.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love it.
No, that's too much.
But you get a handwritten note, at least me, and I don't think I'm that special, but I've gotten a handwritten note thanking me for buying their shit every time I bought something. That shit's awesome.
Well, you are that special, but everyone does get a note. It doesn't always say it's not always nice. It might not always be a nice note, but people get notes.
I'm sure my next note's gonna actually be from Ken. Somehow he's gonna move to keeping and receiving.
Oh yeah. That's what we should do. We should all start writing some notes.
Yeah, it's gonna put a big old turd in there.
I know it's gonna say,
from my doctor.
Yeah, dear Alan, I lost 3 pounds. Go fuck yourself.
It's funny, bro.
He's gonna put a 3-pound turd in your package, and your wife's gonna have to deliver it.
We've got one more surprise on this show. Everybody, this is for Ken. This would be his doctor.